It is lap of honour time for your Albion medium restricted winter champion, Lara Dyson and Sidon Perplex.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, your Albion medium restricted winter champion, Lara Dyson and Sidon Perplex.
Lara Dyson, a horse called Sidon Perplex, Plex at the stable at home. He's 10 years old, German bred. We imported him as a 6-year-old, and since then just brought him on slowly. I was really pleased with him today. He listened to me and responded sort of as I needed him to, and he was a really good boy. I got a little bit carried away in a couple of movements in the test and probably applied a little bit too much aid, so he was a bit quick to respond, but still really pleased with my score. At the moment I'm trained with Becky Moody, based in Grimsby, or I'm based in Grimsby. Becky comes over once a month and does a clinic with me, and at the minute he is sort of a normal everyday horse, if you like. He goes out in the stable, goes out in the field, and goes out hacking and all the rest of it. I did take him out for a hack about a week ago. Took him for a bit of a canter because I like him to have a bit of a blowout, and he, I don't know whether on the uneven ground or hard ground, he stood on a stone or something and was a little bit, I wasn't 100% happy with him when I was on board. He trotted up sound, but when I was on board I thought there was something wrong, so I've had him in a poultice for a few days and got back on him yesterday morning after 4 days off, and he was absolutely fine. So top 3 tips, I think the biggest thing for me is being mentally prepared yourself, as well as obviously the horse being prepared. It's easy to get a bit starstruck, if you like, when you come to an arena like this, so being mentally prepared is one of the big things. The other thing is obviously to keep the horse happy, and as long as the pair of you are working together, everything goes right.
My name's Linda Whetstone. I'm a List 1 judge, and I've just been judging the Albion restricted medium class at the British Dressage Winter Championships. And our winning rider was Lara Dyson on Sidon Perplex, who got a score of 67.48%. We had a lovely winning horse. It had a very good self-carriage. The rider set up every movement well and gave the horse every chance. So it was flowing, it was pleasant to watch, the horse looked happy, and it had a lot of power and expression. The general standard of the class was interesting and varied. There was a lot of talent, which was encouraging. Some of the more experienced riders maybe didn't have the most talented horses, but there were some very talented horses for the future. And what we're looking for at this level is for the basics to be well developed. What we want is we want the horses to have a good rhythm and tempo. We want them to be relaxed over the back, and this was probably the ingredient that was most missing. It's really difficult in there, it's tense, the horses are anxious, and the riders mostly haven't been there before because they're not very experienced. So we want this relaxation, you develop a good contact, and then you get the balance, the self-carriage, from which comes the expression and the freedom. My 3 top tips are for people to invest in their position. I wish when I was younger people had been more insistent on position. Riders with a good position who are supple can ride well and can help the horses. And I do encourage everyone, if they want better marks, to go, first of all, invest in their position. Then a better understanding of the foundations of self-carriage, where it comes from. You want this rhythm, this relaxation of the horse, develop the contact and then the self-carriage. That is the basis for everything. And finally, if you want to get more marks, by preparing and presenting the movements. And that was a little lacking today sometimes, and the riders were less experienced, but that's where they need to work if they want better marks next year.